Passing nice and neat. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required. He's also exceptional in the tackle, and when you watch him in the latter parts of a game, 90th minute plus, he looks as if he's in the first five.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Turan. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Platini. Played back in. Can he get on the end of this? Messi. Xavi Alonso. And it's Neymar. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And here's Eto'o. Well, that pass isn't the best. Mbappe! Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that has sent him sprawling. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Neymar. Played out wide. Bergomi.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Well, that's a dangerous... It's Neymar! That has not gone well. And he tries a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And he's searching through. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
De Jong, he's found a way through. Real chance! That's another chance! He's delivered all right! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Nicely weighted ball. He's onside. He's beat. Big chance. One-on-one. Schmeichel did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Messi. Pass is just off target. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass.
Could be danger here. It's skewed away. He is through here. Fires it in low. Tries to pass it through. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Neymar! Oh, taken with style. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Played with finesse. Crosses it in here. Oh, good read. And we've reached half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. So once again, we're underway. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Eto'o. That has been cut short. And it's Messi. Pedri. Neymar. Now it's Eto'o. He's on it, can he get away?
That's good play from him.
Big chance, must be! Goes down, but nothing given. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Platini.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. He's had it taken off him, and we have our very first corner. That's very neat. Pedri. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Neymar. Pedri just eases him off the ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
That's a good run down the left. And it's Messi. Looking tidy in possession here. Costa Curta. Mbappe. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Looking for the run. Van Balten cuts out the pass. Nice sequence of passes, this. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Takes a shot! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Driving on and making good progress. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Pedri. Conte. Messi. Puskás. Now it's Villa. He's chosen to go back. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And he was quick to react. Now it's Puskás. And he welcomes it in. Van Dijk.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a...
And Puskás! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, what has happened here? And the finish! He has done it! And the comeback is complete! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Looking for options for movement. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Bolivia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Puskás clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
David Villa with the short one.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And it's Eto'o. No, that's been intercepted. So what can they make of this? Rummenigge. There's the shot! Pedri. Conte. So just one extra minute for stoppages. So that's it. It is all over. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate
Account got Raul from 84 spins each.
Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Well, 2014-15 was one of the greatest club seasons ever for many Catalans, clearly, but here is one of the key players in that remarkable triumph, Neymar.
Absolutely. I mean, they were very good from the start, but they just became unstoppable in the second half of that season.
And many say it was that game against the boys from Madrid when they got... Great chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Ambitious ball here. Pedri receives it in a good position here. Well, that pass isn't the best. Alonso. De Jong. Vieira. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Pedri. Neymar. That's an imaginative pass. Alonso. Costa Curta. Passing is crisp and sharp. Kimmich cuts it out. Now it's Neymar. Looking for options for movement. Can he finish? And it's a goal! The breakthrough strike. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely...
Oh, Mbappe! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. And we have our very first corner. Oh, important interception. That's going to go a long way. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's been played through. Pedri. Maldini wins the duel this time. They've played it short. Plays a sharp little ball here. And now they can spring out of defence. Costa Curta does really well to win the ball there.
Bolivia really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Goes for the shot! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. Xabi Alonso does well to get it back. Costa Curta. Mbappe.
Such good technique.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Pedri. That's an excellent interception.
Villa really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Tries a shot! Sticks it away! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Right. He's had a shot! Mbappe looking sharp there. Conte. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Shot could be a shoots! Pedri, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi. Pedri. Nice defending, it's got the job done. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. It's Eto'o! No mistake! A goal at a really telling moment.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
This is threatening to become a really good game. Oh. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And he's been shifted off it.
Eto'o really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Van Bronckhorst, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. No, it's come to nothing. Pedri. Conte. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Conte, a man never lacking in drive or determination. Messi. Now it's Neymar. And it's Pedri. Aimed beyond the defence. Thuram. Can he get it through?
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Knocks it into space. And the shot! And it's in! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Tries to play it through. Oh, well played, well sorted out. David Villa. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Xavi Alonso. Neymar delivering the goods as expected.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Now, can they get him away? That's been cut out, well played. Thuram. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Platini, looking to play him in. And it's played in. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Corner number 2 then. Xavi Alonso did well to stay calm there. And now they can clear their lines. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. And it's De Jong. Ball driven towards the far post. Platini! Xavi Alonso. Now it's Villa. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And the pass is intercepted. Played out wide. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Now it's Villa, and he shoots! And that would have won it.
Villa, clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3 up.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Looking for the run, and the shot's on. Decent chance! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
And how decisive might that prove, Peter? It really would have put the wind in their sails if they were just 1 down, as opposed to 2.
Pinches it off him. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Van Balten kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Great vision, always onto this. Yaya Toure. Now it's Hullet, distributed tidily. Pedri. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Conte. Nakata. And it's Bergomi. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he cuts out the supply. Nakata. Bergomi in acres of space out wide. Mateus. Rummenigge. He is through here. Can he get on the end of this? And he's managed to get free. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Villa, and the shot! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. A mere formality, nigh on us. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Bolivia desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
So thank you very much, Jim.
Rolling on the floor laughing, 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 victory hand.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. on the way. David Villa. That's a throw. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Messi. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Mbappe. 2022, the year Lionel Messi reached his points of fulfilment.
The jewel in the crown, Peter.
And I wonder, Jim, watching it in Qatar, when you first got the feeling he was going to go all the way.
Well, I would say the game against Croatia, a goal and an assist against a team that had humiliated Argentina 4 years previously. And that 2022 tournament got off to the worst possible start. In a way, that made the end result even greater.
Felt like fate in a way.
Absolutely.
David Villa. And he cuts out the supply.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had...
It's Eto'o! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Eto'o is offering a wry smile there.
Knocks it into space. That's an excellent interception. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Conte. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Now it's Mbappe. Quarter of an hour played. Neymar. Shot could be on. Kimmich deals with that comfortably. Can he get it through? And he was quick to react. Well timed, excellent interception. Tries to play it through. Cute ball now.
Eto'o! It's there!
You don't keep those out. He knew, he just knew.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And this is Neymar. Xabi Alonso. Oh, well played. Mbappe. De Jong. Van Basten makes the interception. And it's Pedri. Looking for options for movement. Kimmich.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Eto'o. In with the challenge.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Great vision. Van Bronckhorst.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Messi. And he was alert to it. And he's opted for the long pass. Now this could be a chance.
And the shot!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. Mbappe! He's found a way through. And that is expertly dealt with. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. David Villa.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
De Jong. Van Basten kept his eye on it, and he's there. Platini. Xavi Alonso. David Villa. Now it's Neymar. And we hit half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. So your views on the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And the action is back on the way. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Oh, good take in a good area. That is lovely. Shot a goal! And he's really put himself on the line here. And we have our very first corner. David Villa with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. Tries to pass it through. He's in space and looking for up. Good chance here! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. And it's Pedri. There's a sharp little ball here. Costa Curta.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Messi. And it's lofted. A header! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Neymar really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Thuram gets across to intercept that. Alonso. Neymar. Very nicely done. Still just a single goal between the sides. Neto is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to...
Chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Neymar actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Applies the finish! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Pedri. Puskas. Good take and goes for a shot! And yes, it's there! They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Xavi Alonso, and that's been intercepted. And here's Eto'o. Referee has just said play on. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pedri takes control of it and he's on the move. Now it's Villa. Can he get on the end of this? Messi. That is a brilliant interception.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Oh, well played, well played. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Xavi Alonso. Aims beyond the defence. He could be in. Shapes to shoot! Sticks it away! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not...
Shot, surely! Goal! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Eto'o demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Costa Curta. Bergobi. Costa Curta. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Van Bronckhorst.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
And the pass is intercepted. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's a chance for a shot! Sensational from Eto'o! And that may just do it! And time is up. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Eto'o, hat-trick scorer, massive game from him today. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. And it's Michel Platini. Liverpool finding their passes.
Okay, I'm probably going to be accused of fullback bias again, Peter, but Giuliano Belletti is someone I see as having a key role.
Your type of player?
Yeah, he's very competent defensively, first and foremost. He knows that's his job, so he's not the type...
Shapes to shoot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Costa Curta is there, and he can get that clear. Pele. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Looking for the run. He's in a great position here. Eto'o. A chance, surely! Goal!
Platini really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Liverpool are already chasing. Big chance! No mistake! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Eto'o powering forward here. That's a lovely, neat pass. Has a look and place it forward. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Eto'o. Now that looks a decent ball. And Pele! Really well taken goal. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Pele demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Eto'o. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Platini. Tries to play it through. Knocks it into space. Eto'o is onto it in a flash. That pass has been well intercepted. Mbappe, and the shot! And yes, it's there! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
And a chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And with that, he takes home the match ball. The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Well, we all know, Peter, that this is a team capable of breaking extremely quickly. The opposition should have been alive to the danger, but they fell into the trap.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade. and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, they're very much the better team at the...
Oh, he's been caught napping. Can he finish? He's scored. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Now, can they get him away? Eto'o! Loose ball now. Oh, he's been caught on it. And one more try. And he's following up. Oh, taken with style. And they're at it again in double quick time.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Maldini. Van Dijk. Thuram. Van Dijk. Thuram. Van Dijk. A player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Maldini. Kimmich. Maldini.
3 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
Van Dijk. Thuram. Van Dijk. And it's Thuram. Now Costa Curta. Maldini. Vieira. And it's half-time here. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
I just think it's been a great performance, and they totally deserve to have this lead at half-time. I mean, just about anything they tried seemed to have come off. It's incredible stuff.
And the second half gets underway. Changes made by neither side from what we understand. Van Dijk. Thuram.